My name is Maria, and most of you probably don't remember me, but I was at your party a few weeks ago on October 12th. I talked to one of you who had a Radiohead t-shirt on, and he pointed me toward the bathroom when I needed to go there, which was actually more than once. Mostly I talked to Max, or maybe I should say he talked to me. He talked to me about all kinds of things, like his American Studies major, his time working for Hillary Clinton, and a fraternity. And then he told me I looked like my ex-girlfriend Jessica because I have the same intelligent yet innocent eyes. I remember he said that because I thought it was creepy. So then I tried to leave. I asked you, Radiohead guy, where the bathroom was. And you and Max laughed at me, and Max said he would take me. My friends weren't at the party anymore, so I said I wanted to go find them. Max said he wouldn't let me go alone when I hardly even knew this campus in the dark. That was something I said to him earlier. And then he put his hand on my shoulder and walked me out the door. We walked around for a while. He said he would walk me home, but I didn't want to go home because I was scared of what would happen when we got there. So Max said we should go back to the party. And I thought that would be good because maybe some of you would be there and you would help me. When we got back, Max went to get a drink, and that's when I asked you the Radiohead one again where the bathroom was. And then I asked you if there was one upstairs or in another part of the house, and if you could just walk me there, and you said, no, just use the one down here. So I did. And then I saw there was a window in the bathroom, so I climbed out the window and ran away. Maybe you will think I'm dramatic, but I was afraid. I feel like you needed to know I felt this way because it felt like none of you were really paying attention. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I just want to tell you what happened and that it was really creepy. I hope that it will change the way you act in the future. Sincerely, Maria.
Today's January 21st, and we're throwing another party.
So, you had a butt tonight over there.
Charlie?
Ew, no.
Okay, good. But wait, who?
Jacob? Oh my god, shh, shut up. Yes.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I feel like he's been looking at me like all night.
Okay, Yas, you should totally do it. He's really hot.
I don't know what to say to him.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? You are literally so sexy. You'd be fucking blessed to have sex with you. Literally fucking blessed.
No. You are right. You're right.
Yeah, no doubt. I just hope I don't have to fucking Max again tonight.
Oh my god, don't worry, you're not going to.
Yeah. Should we talk to them?
Right now?
Yes.
Dude, he's a bitch for so many things.
Who's a bitch?
Nathan.
Why is he a bitch?
He just messed up one of our songs. You guys probably noticed.
No. Which one?
Listen.
I hate Nathan!
Yeah, we all hate Nathan. You guys talking about Nathan? Hey!
Yeah, no doubt!
Okay, good.
I've been here, man.
What? Dude, no you haven't. Really?
I was upstairs.
What was that?
Smoking weed.
Seriously, it was really great.
Hey, wrong. It was not really great.
It was totally fine.
Honestly,
Totally
like,
fine
I
is the
anything
same as really
at all.
great.
Seriously, it was
I could
really
fucking
good.
kill that bitch.
Okay, can we actually not use the word bitch as a derogatory insult?
It like is a derogatory insult.
It's a derogatory insult about women.
Haven't we moved past like these gendered notions? Anybody can be a bitch. Man, woman, child, alien, binary person.
Oh my god!
What was offensive about that?
Like, so much? I know you think it's so fucking funny, Charlie.
Did you guys
You don't have to say
finish all the keystone?
Oh, there he is, the bitch himself.
Are you talking to me, man?
No, I'm talking about some other bitch.
You don't get to just walk around here calling other people bitches.
This is my house. Who's gonna stop me?
Just because I don't live here doesn't mean it's not my house too.
It's actually exactly what it means.
Fuck you guys. I'm a part of this fraternity and I deserve to be treated like
You fucked up the Phoebe song, man. That song is fucking religious, and you fucked it up.
I told you I wasn't comfortable with it.
Oh, that's right, because you're not comfortable singing the same song a woman sang, and that makes you a bitch.
Call me a bitch one more time.
Bitch.
You know what, man? That girl really should have filed a report against me.
What girl?
I'm like a
Max, what girl?
Just fucking Nathan.
I'm talking about.
Nothing, okay? I didn't do anything.
Well, like, what happened? Who's the girl?
It's just Nathan being crazy, okay? I can explain it. I don't want it right now because we're both fucked up. Like nothing happened, okay?
I like your shoes.
Can we trust me? We can talk about it later, I promise. Are you mad?
Thanks.
No, I'm just
Just talk to me, please. I don't need to be upset.
No, I don't feel like
Do you need water?
I'm not that drunk.
Let me take care of you. It's gonna be okay.
I know it's gonna be okay.
My bad. I
Hurrah!
was just saying, I was trying to help you.
I'm not that drunk. I'm fine. I'm just saying I don't want to smoke.
You don't have to.
Now you're just only telling me because you didn't need to.
I'm sorry.
I just have to see it there.
I was just saying that you should hang out with me.
Okay, yeah, we can hang out. I'm just saying.
Don't be okay.
I don't
I
have
have two brothers. I've seen
You
this.
don't have to.
No, like actually, maybe other stuff, but I don't have to. Not tonight.
Okay, just wanna hang out. Can we just hang out?
See, I'm way worse
We
than
can hang out.
I bet you're
Okay, then come upstairs with me, please.
Just a
What
second.
are you doing?
I have to find my phone.
It's in my room.
Are you sure?
Yes, you left it there. I just saw it.
I have to stop losing my
You
phone.
didn't lose it. You left it there on purpose.
We can be ready to go in like 15, 20.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, I'm going out for just a second. Then I want to go, okay?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom.
Look, I don't know if aware of is the right word to use. Because it's just like when you say it like that, it kind of, I mean, it's just, sorry, my words aren't coming out clearly. I'm just trying to tell the truth, you know, in the best way possible. I guess when you say like, aware of this behavior, it kind of makes it seem like it was something that was pathological, you know, like this behavior, like it was something that was happening all the time that we should have just been seeing happening, or I don't know, but it was happening at all. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't really behavior. I guess the first time I would have heard about anything like that would have been the letter. And I know you guys already know what it says, but you're gonna ask me anyways, so I'll just tell you. Basically, it was just this girl, Maria, like talking about her experience in the house, and saying basically that she had like a bad time at one of our parties, you know? And like Max was like following her around, so she got scared and ran away or whatever. And yeah, we got the letter and we were like, well, that sucks. Like, obviously, we don't want people having a bad time at our parties. But it's not like Max was trying to do anything to her. Do you know what I mean? Because like, from his point of view, he thought that she liked him. Like, she wasn't giving him any signals that she wanted to leave, or like, she really wasn't into it. She could have just come out and said like, hey, I actually don't want to do this, but she didn't. So, I'm not saying it was like chill of him to do that still. I'm just saying like, he wasn't doing anything to her he didn't think she wanted to have done. I mean, he's just not like that. You know? He's not a predator. And I just feel like it's really important to clarify this, because you take what happened with Jessica and you put it together to the letter and him being creepy to some girl at a party, then all of a sudden it becomes like he's this assaulter, or he's an abuser. And that's so wrong, because there are actual guys out there that do that kind of stuff. There are actual guys who go around assaulting women, raping women, doing violent, fucked up stuff to women. Max is not one of those guys. He's not a rapist. And look, that's why I don't like when you say behavior, because it kind of makes it seem like he is one of those guys. I mean, and look, I don't want to say anything wrong here. And maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. So, but isn't rape kind of an intense word to use? Like, you say rape, it implies like being like chained up or something. Okay, not chained up, that's not what I meant to say. I just feel like, what I'm trying to say is I feel like you have to like try to rape somebody, you know? Like, you have to actively force someone against their will, and Max didn't force Jessica. Like, that's the truth of it. If you look at the whole situation, and like, okay, I wasn't there, you know, I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know that whatever happened, it wasn't intentional, you know? I mean, that's the thing about Max. He's like a puppy dog, you know? Like a golden retriever or something. Like, he's there, and he's really happy to be there. But sometimes his happiness means he's not totally seeing everything. Like when a dog runs and jumps on you, you gotta be like, whoa, 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 no jumping, man, and kind of shove him off you. Because he's a dog, he doesn't think like that, you know? I don't know, he's just in his own world. I mean, to a certain extent, I think we're all in our own worlds, you know? Like, you never really know what other people are thinking, feeling, just by looking at them or talking to them. So you just kind of have to act based on how you think they're feeling. I mean, it's kind of how the whole world works, isn't it? Except when it comes to sex. Because now, all of a sudden, everybody's just supposed to be able to tell. We're all just supposed to be able to know by just looking at a girl whether or not she wants to have sex with us or not. And it's crazy. Like, even if she doesn't give you any signals, even if she doesn't tell you what she's thinking, even if she says yes, but she actually means no, even if she lies to you, even if you've had sex before, even if you were just having sex 5 minutes ago, she could have changed her mind and you're just supposed to know that? I mean, that's not fucking possible, especially for someone like Max, it's not possible. Sorry, not someone like Max. That's not what I meant to say. It's just so fucking complicated, you know? And nobody wants to talk about how complicated it is. Everyone wants it to be this black and white thing, like, he raped her, that's it, end of the story, but it's not. It's not like that at all, because Max, he's Max, you know? He worked for the Hillary Clinton campaign. Like, he literally had a job there. He volunteered at Planned Parenthood once. Every time he sees a homeless person on the street, he gives them money. That's the kind of guy that Max is. He's not a rapist. And look, I'm not saying that Jessica didn't feel raped, or even that Max didn't rape her. I mean, I believe her. I do. I believe that she felt that way. I just also believe that I don't know. He's Max. He's just this oblivious guy, you know? Just this oblivious guy, and he kind of wanders through the world without really realizing it. And sometimes that makes him a little deaf to like social cues or like, you know, small things. He doesn't really pick up on the details, you know? I mean, that's kind of just the way he is. And I guess you could call that behavior if you wanted. And I would have been aware of it starting in October, if that answers your question.
Wait, so are you like asking me if he did it? Because yeah, he definitely did. And I know you're probably expecting me to come in here and be like, Max is my boy, just because we're both like bro cats or whatever. Like honestly, nah. Fuck that guy. I never liked him. And I know that a lot of the other guys are gonna come in here and try to convince you that he's not so bad. So like, that's why I have to come in here and speak for Jessica. Because, you know, I probably wouldn't get called in otherwise, since I'm not like directly related, and you probably wouldn't think of me. But I feel like I had a pretty unique perspective. Like low-key a pretty important perspective. Because I see how fucked up Max is. And I'll tell you the stuff the other guys won't tell you. I mean, Jessica isn't the first girl. There was this other girl. Can't remember her name. But basically, Max followed her around at a party we had a couple of months ago. And, you know, he's being super creepy because he's Max. So she wrote us a letter saying, like, hey, that was not cool. I think. Maybe it said some other stuff, but that was basically what it said. Like just that Max was uncool and creepy and that we should cancel him. And everyone's like, fuck, what are we gonna do? And I was kind of like, maybe we should cancel Max. And everybody acted like that was fucking crazy of me to say, but I'm like, okay, I was clearly right. And I mean, this happening makes like total sense when you think about the way Max is about everything. Like we're in this band together and I'm the singer, which Max is super jealous of because he wants to be the singer but he can't fucking sing, kind of an issue. But anyway, he tried to force me to sing this song that I didn't want to sing because, okay, do you know who Phoebe Bridgers is? Sorry, maybe you don't, you're kind of old, but she's just this girl and she sings sad songs about whatever. But Max wanted us to cover her in the band and I was like, hell no, dude, I'm not singing that shit on stage in front of people I know because that's just embarrassing and it's gonna make me uncomfortable. And this man literally wouldn't take no for an answer. Like, he basically pressured everybody. Like, he pressured me into doing it. He got everybody together in the whole frat and was like, hey guys, Nathan is a huge sexist. Oh, and he hates women. I just felt so ganged up on it. And I was sitting there and I was kind of like, okay, was that consensual? Oh, and everybody thought it was so hilarious when I said that. And then he rapes somebody. He forces somebody to do something that they're uncomfortable with. And everyone's like, what? That's so crazy. Who saw that coming? I did. I saw that shit coming, guys. And I'm like, we need to start having conversations in the frat, like about consent, because it's not, being in this frat together, it's not just about sex, you know? Because I know being like disrespected and like violated sucks. I mean, I kind of understand how Jessica must have felt. Because, I mean, it's not okay to be singled out. Being bullied isn't okay. Like, being raped isn't okay. So yeah, I think we should just suspend him. Isn't that what you're supposed to do with rapists? You know, you just shun them, cut them off, maybe fucking get rid of them, and then yeah, nobody ever gets raped again.
Before I answer that question, can I just say it really took forever for you guys to call me in here? Seriously. You're kind of really fucking bad at your jobs, and it's actually really embarrassing for you. If this were any other kind of crime, if Max had, like, beat some kid up, we wouldn't bring in all his best friends and be like, so, what do you guys think? Did he actually do it? But no. When it comes to rape, we have to be so objective about this. You know, this whole thing is the reason that Jessica didn't even want to report it. And I made her do it. I did. Because she deserves justice. And I'm going to make sure that she gets it. You just asked me what knowledge I have of the alleged assault, which first of all is not alleged. Okay, it happened. But okay, I'll tell you what knowledge I have. I know that Jessica was really drunk that night. And I know that she told me before that night and on that night that she didn't want to have sex with Max anymore. And I know that right before it happened, she came looking for me and asked me to go home. She told me then that she wanted to go home. She told me. And I should have listened. Of course, I should have listened, but it's not my responsibility. I mean, I'm not the one who, Max is the one who. Max raped Jessica. Everyone wants to dance around that word, but I'm not going to. Rape. 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 Rape! Because that's what happened! Rape! I want you to imagine for just 1 second what it feels like. Imagine someone forcing themselves inside of you, fucking penetrating you, and you're fighting back, even if it's just in your mind. And they force and force and force, and they violate you. Every fucking part of you, You can't imagine. You don't know what it feels like. But I do. Yeah, you better write that one down. I was raped when I was 16 years old, and I'm telling you that it is the most traumatic thing that can ever happen to a person. And you don't get it at all. You spend so much time in this investigation trying to, honor the fucking male perspective and listen to Nathan and listen to Charlie and listen to fucking Jacob when none of those guys are ever going to understand. I mean, Jacob is honestly part of the reason that this happened. I didn't take Jessica home that night because I wanted to hook up with Jacob, because I thought, because he made me think that, honestly, part of me thinks that Jacob was protecting Max or something. Keeping me busy so that Max could rape Jessica. I hate thinking back on it. I can see the manipulation. The way he manipulated me and used me the way men always do. And I fucking fell for it completely. He was so respectful. He kept saying, we really don't have to do this if you don't want to, and we can stop right now, over and over again. And I don't know, it just felt like maybe I'd found a guy that was different. And then the next day, it's I'm nothing. He wouldn't even look at me when I saw him in the dining hall. I mean, it's he won't even admit what happened between us. Just like Max won't admit that he raped Jessica. He'll probably never admit it. That guy that raped me when I was 16, he didn't admit it because that's how men are. And I never said anything because I was scared of what he would do to me, what his family would do to me, because when it comes down to it, rape is about power. It's the power that men have over women. But it's also the power that men have over other men, the power to hold them accountable. And sometimes I think about that guy. And I wonder what would have happened if I'd said something. But it wouldn't have mattered, would it? No. The damage is done. And the man who did it will never pay.
I have a kind of weird relationship with Max. Like, sometimes when you're in a frat, it's not always like the people you would choose to be friends with if there was like no institution or whatever. But yeah, I guess he texted me this morning because I think he heard I was going in here. I can read you the text if you want. Okay. He said, "Hey Jacob, I know you think being a pathetic little pussy makes you some kind of big fucking hero, but I just wanted to let you know that you're actually a psychopath. And what you did to Nicole is worse than what I did to Jessica, because at least I didn't mean to, and I'm sorry." I feel like that tells you. I don't know. Maybe it shows you how Max thinks. Actually, sorry. Maybe that text was confusing. I mean, sorry. It makes it sound like I did something which is really wrong, which I didn't. Sorry. Okay. What he's talking about with Nicole is she's just this girl who I don't even really know very well, and we hooked up a few weeks ago consensually. I mean, she was definitely into it. It was, yeah, and well, she texted me afterwards, and I never responded, which makes me a psychopath, apparently, and also a pussy. But yeah, I had this big fight with Max right after it happened, and he just kept being like, I don't know how things got this fucked up. Like, Jessica won't listen to me, I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, maybe you just need to do nothing right now, but he didn't want to hear that. So he starts telling me how I'm this like cold, unfeeling person. How like I don't understand life, so like why would he listen to me? And then he made me read the texts Jessica sent him, and in the text she was basically like, well, she said she wasn't okay about what happened, and she didn't want to talk anymore, and Max was just texting her. Like, he wouldn't stop texting her, and all she was saying is like, please stop. And when I read those texts, it made me, I like to think of myself as a pretty laid-back guy, but I don't know, something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, Max, are you reading the same text as I am? And he's like, yes, how do I get her back? And I'm like, you can't get her back, Max, it's over. And then he brought up all the stuff Nicole said about me. Like that I treated her really badly, and I used her, and I hurt her, just like he hurt Jessica. And it's like, how can you not see that it's actually the opposite of what happened with Jessica? Nicole was the one who pursued me. She just came up to me after our set, and it was just like we were gonna hook up, and there was nothing I could do about it. I mean, obviously that's not true. I could have done something about it, but I mean, I tried to do something. I kept saying we don't have to do this over and over, but maybe that wasn't clear enough, and you know, maybe that's my fault. I could probably work on being more clear, but it's not. I mean, she followed me when I left to go to the bathroom. She just waited for me outside. When I came out, she just came up to me and she kissed me. She kissed me, so she didn't even ask me. There's no fucking way you can make the case that I was the Max in that situation, because if we're talking about it in terms of Max and Jessica, I was the one who didn't want to have sex. Nicole was the one who... Nicole is the Max. I'm the Jessica.
hard to remember. Not because like I was so hammered, but just like, yeah, I mean, we were definitely drunk, and we were making out, and that was consensual. I don't, like, actually, sorry, it's just, I don't think I wanted to report this. I think Nicole, like my friend Nicole, like she made me feel like it was the right thing to do. And in the moment it was. And I felt one way when I talked to her, but now I've talked to Max again. Like I just saw him and I feel like, I don't know, we finally had a good conversation. I feel like maybe he got it, like maybe, I don't know. I just know I don't feel super inclined to make him like pay for it, you know? I don't want him to get suspended. I don't want him to get sent home to his fucked up parents in Kansas. I don't want his life to be over. Like, that's not justice. That's just... Because I don't think it was simply rape, you know? And it irks me that there has to be this fundamental, like people are saying Max is just like that he's just a fucking creep. Because it's like, honestly, we can all be like that. We can all lose our ability to like, I mean, anyone can do shit. Anyone can ruin anyone's life just by like not being consensual. Like, yeah, I'm not like that, but I hooked up with a guy who was really drunk who I should not have hooked up with when I was a freshman here. And like, yeah, I'm not like that, but I crossed a line with that guy. Just like Max crossed a line with me. And like, people cross lines with each other all the time, you know? It doesn't make me a horrible person forever because I did that, you know? Because I learned from it. Like, I think of it as completely enlightening in my life, honestly, because it taught me how complicated consent can actually be and how important it is to talk about, because, yeah, it is hard to talk about, but I know how to talk about it. I know how to be clear. Or at least I thought I knew how to be clear, but then I think, like, maybe I wasn't totally clear with Max, you know? Because it seemed consensual in some moments. It's not like he was fucking me and I was like, no, stop. I used to think, like, I remember thinking throughout life, like, I will never get raped. It's in my control, I won't let it happen. But I'm realizing, like, that is what's so hard about sex. Because, like, when you're having sex, you lose control. It's like you're trusting someone else with your body. And, like, yeah, I trusted Max. Just like that guy trusted me. And, like, in some ways, I feel lucky that this happened to me. Because I can help Max see that. Like that guy helped me. Like when I saw Max just now, I just told him. I looked him in the eyes and I said, you did a fucked up thing. Because I told you I didn't want to have sex at least 5 times. I told you I didn't want to have sex when you were on top of me, and then 2 minutes later when you laid a condom on my stomach and said, it's up to you. But it wasn't up to me. And when I opened the condom 2 minutes later, and that wasn't up to me. And when you fucked me and kept fucking me, that wasn't up to me. And when I wanted to leave but I couldn't, and I asked you to leave me alone, and you came to my house and wrote me a letter and kept texting me and begging me to forgive you, that wasn't up to me. And then I saw you just now, and you looked at me. You looked at me like you were a dejected little puppy, like I had wronged you. So I had to come up and talk to you because I knew that after everything, you still didn't understand. That wasn't up to me. This whole investigation would never make him get it. Everyone getting called in. Everyone thinking he's a creep. Even being suspended from school. That wouldn't make him get it. But maybe I could. Like, or not. But I tried. And I feel like that was as reformative as anything could have ever been.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what. I'm sorry. I can't do this, man. If you want to convict me, fine, then just do it. It would honestly be a relief at this point, it would. I mean, no, it would suck, but at least it would just be over. It would finally be over. Do you guys really think this is okay? What you're putting me through? Do you really think any human being deserves this? I don't have anybody anymore. My fucking best friend came to me this morning. He told me he hates me and he doesn't want to be my friend anymore. What the fuck did you guys even say to him? I mean, you bring my friends in one by one, you make them all hate me. You ask people that don't know anything, that weren't even fucking there. Like, you think David knows about me and Jessica? You think Jacob does? You think Nicole does? No fucking way, man. You know who knows about me and Jessica? Me. I do. And everybody keeps telling me I don't, which is such bullshit. You can't tell me what my life is. I love Jessica. I've never loved anyone as much as I love Jessica. She's my fucking soulmate. And I keep trying to talk to her, keep trying to make it better, but she won't listen. She told me I have to leave her alone, and I know I have to, I just don't want to, and it sucks. I have to just walk away. I can't fix it. I can't ever fix this. Charlie would probably never talk to me again. I mean, maybe he will. It's not what he said, but he betrayed me. He was supposed to be my best friend forever. He was supposed to always be there for me. He was supposed to. He betrayed me. He said I was supposed to know. Because of that letter that girl sent. I know you guys know about the letter. Everybody knows about the letter by now, right? I guess it doesn't matter. It just sucks because when we got that letter, nobody fucking cared. I was upset about it, and everybody kept telling me that it was okay. I mean, even Charlie told me it was okay. And he's gonna turn around all of a sudden and be like, you should have known. I never meant to do anything to anybody. I never meant to rape Jessica. But somehow I did, and it doesn't make any sense. It's like, before I even knew what had happened, it was just over, and then that's it. That's it forever. That's who I am for the rest of my life, and it's not fair because anybody could have done what I did. All it takes is the wrong place, the wrong time, 1 second where you just forget to think, and it could be you. Maybe it already has been, and you just don't know. Maybe the other person never told you. Maybe you're walking around here thinking you're better than me when you're not. Because it's so much easier to put it all on me than to think about yourselves, right? I'm the bad guy. I'm the rapist. It doesn't matter how I feel, right? Should I just kill myself? Would that make you guys happy? Because if I just disappeared, then everything would go back to normal, right? No, that's bullshit! Come on. Why don't you guys ever say anything? Please, just acknowledge me. Tell me you understand me. Please say something. Anything, please. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I just wish I could take it all back. I wish Jessica never told me. But I guess if she never told me, I wouldn't know what I had inside of me. If I didn't know, maybe I just would have done the same thing. And I'd be exactly where I am right now.
That girl should have filed a report against you, man.
What girl?
I might go look for that keystone.
Okay. I can go take a look.
It's probably that one. nice.
Okay. I like your shoes.
Thanks. I like your shirt.
Thanks. You live here, right?
Yeah.
Which floor?
Second.
Do you have a single?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so nice.
You have to be nice.
I'm actually super jealous of people in fraternities like for the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I live in a double and it's literally tiny. Like I bet it's small in your room.
I don't know. My room isn't that big.
No, I bet it is.
It's not, really.
Now you just don't want to tell me because you think I'm gonna be jealous. I just have to see it now.
Well, it's actually pretty messy right now.
I don't care.
Maybe I can show it to you like some other time.
Don't be embarrassed. I have younger brothers. I've seen a messy room before.
I just haven't done my laundry in so long.
Oh my god, me neither. I like never do my laundry like 3 times a semester max.
Only 3 times a semester.
See, I'm way worse than you. I bet your room isn't even that bad.
Well, it is.
We could turn the lights out if you want. Like I wouldn't even have to see anything.
Damn, Lucy, you have to tell purpose.
Are you gonna be ready to go in like 15, 20?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, I'm going out for just a second. Then I wanna go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom.
Dear Maria, my name is Charlie. I'm one of the road caps. Radiohead guy. I know I never wrote back to you. No, it's definitely our bad. So I'm sorry about that. I guess I kind of wanted to just explain myself a little bit. When I was a freshman, I used to be kind of lonely because I didn't have that many friends, and I guess I'm not that charismatic of a guy. And then I joined RoCap, and I met Max because he was my big, and he's been my best friend ever since. Which is not to say that I'm defending him, just that I really love him. I have another friend, and he's going through something kind of like what Jessica went through. And I guess when he told me what happened to him, when I saw what it did to him, it made me see things differently. I got really angry that someone would do that to my friend. I started to hate that person. I started thinking that person was evil. I started wondering how anyone could be okay with that person. And then I thought about Max. Because those are the things that other people say about him. And I know they're wrong. But I also know they're right. I'm sorry it took so long for me to see that. And I'm sorry that I didn't help you when you needed it. I talked to Max. And if you ever want to talk to me, just let me know. Sincerely,